Well, howdy. Third time I've tried this. Every time I try it, something comes up. This is a pistol that has an interesting history. I was one day chatting with my cousin, and he talked about a buddy of his who knew an older man who had been a gunsmith and had designed this pistol. And then when the gunsmith guy died, he inherited this pistol. And he didn't know what the heck to do with it. And he sold it to my cousin. And my cousin didn't know what the heck to do with it, so he sold it to me. And it's a weird one. It looks weird, doesn't it? Well, this is a 36 caliber black powder Captain Ball sort of target pistol, I guess you'd say. And it's an interesting design. First of all, it's definitely right-handed. Look at the left side. It's flat, which means that the only way to hold it is like this. So a southpaw is not going to do too well with this thing. The other thing about it is it doesn't work. Well, it works, but there's no sear on this thing. And the way it works is this thing here. This is the striker, this round metal thing here. And inside you'll see there's a nipple. And the way it's supposed to work is you bring this back. Oh, come on. There. That's the problem. It only sometimes catches like that. And then the trigger is a hair trigger. And as you see, I did not touch the trigger and it went off. The reason is that the way it works, there's no sear. There's protrusion on the hammer that goes straight, on the trigger that goes straight up into the chamber here. And it's a circular thing with half of it cut out. And the lip of this, I guess you'd say striker gizmo, is supposed to hang on it. Well, he left it a little bit too short so that, because when you pull the trigger, it sort of seesaws out of the way, but it's part of the trigger. And the problem is like I said, it doesn't quite work right. I fired this exactly once. Actually, I fired it twice, but the second time it went off prematurely, which scared the hell out of me. So it's been sitting on the gun shelf for forever. Let me show you how you disassemble it. First of all, you unscrew this nut-looking thing here, and what I do is I do it almost all the way. Then I hold this and unscrew this. There's your striker pin. That's the holder gizmo. There's the spring, and there's the striker. As you can see, the striker has threaded on this side, and on this side, it's drilled out, but just the right size to fit to cup this this nipple, and this uses a number 11 cap, and it works pretty well when it works. But you can see the I don't know if you can see it, but right in there, that's the extension that is actuated when you hit the trigger. It's an interesting, innovative design, and I admire the fellow for developing it, but it just doesn't quite work because he made that pin down in there just a scotch too, well, let me do it like this. That's right. Then like this. There. Put this back in here. Good, so that catches. Then get that tight. Then get that tight. And I found that the easiest way to make this work is to tighten that all the way, then back it off 2 or 3. And sometimes it works, and sometimes, like right now, it doesn't. There. You gotta be real careful with this thing, because as you can see, it just goes off on its own. When it works, it has a hair trigger. Anyway, it's an innovative design. I think it looks, well, kind of space age. But it's It's all welded together. There are absolutely no markings on this thing except here it says D1. And that's all. If somebody did a strike of D1 on it. Also, the front sight is loose and needs to be shimmed back into place. The rear sight is also adjustable, but I don't know. I need to fix this somehow, but it escapes me right now what to do about it. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments.